Hello and welcome to Shapeships. This is the fifth game in our example games series. If you survived the previous hour-long control versus control slog, congratulations. I'll offer this one as a bit of a palate cleanser. In this game, we're going to be looking at both players going aggro. I'm on this side going to go for fighters and commanders, and with some carriers, try to make a very efficient, quick damage dealing build. Nina on this side is going to go for the slightly more tech aggro orbital carrier into quick tactical cruisers build that we looked at previously. Also very strong and has a bit of healing along the way. So let's go see what happens. Now, my fighter commander aggro build, I do want to build most of my fighters from carriers, so I'm saving for a carrier. The tactical cruiser build starts with an orbital as a ship type and to give you lines, so both players are going to save. One, great. On we go. A 6, okay. Thank you, dice. So both players have 11. I don't think that's going to change what we're doing too much. We have 5 left. We could consider manually building a fighter 2 here to kind of kickstart our damage. We would have 2 left. We really want to build a carrier next turn. So if we had 2 left, we could get punished. Let's just hang on to the 5. We're going to try and be efficient here. We may manually build some fighters later. Okay, Nina's going to also hold her 5. So no damage or healing yet. That's 8 here. Lucky we didn't build that fighter, because then we wouldn't have enough for carrier this turn. Okay, 8 there. Nina's also going to build her carrier. And my first carrier is active. It's going to build fighter number 1. And that's the build phase. The battle phase, Nina takes 1 damage from our fighter. On to turn 5. Another 3. Unfortunate on this side. The extra lines come into play there. So Nina will drop down carrier number 2. That's pretty clear. In this build, you can build 2 or 3 carriers, depending on what the opponent's doing. Now here we have 3 fighters. We use just a number straight away here. Again, it's tempting to build a commander, but let's make sure we get our 3 carriers down. We want to build 9 fighters and then start adding commanders that do 3 damage for 4 lines. That is the plan. Let's just stick to that. We're doing 3 damage. Nina's first carrier is active here. It's going to build a defender for 1 healing. The tactical cruiser build needs a lot of defenders because there's 2 in every tactical cruiser, and mitigating some of this damage coming in is also good. So Nina takes 2 on to turn 6. A 6, okay. Nina has 1 bonus line here, so we should have noted that from the orbital. I have been doing it, I believe. So 8 here for Nina. 11 here. Let's get that 3rd carrier down, leaving us with 5, and probably we can build a commander 2 with that 6. So we've got 5 fighters. Let's build the commander. It does do 1 damage, and next turn it will do 2, and it we'll eventually do 3, so that costs us 4. Nina's both of these can build defenders at this point, I think. Given what we're facing here, this is 6 damage coming in. We haven't spent any lines yet, that's just our carriers. Third carrier is the question. Is that going to be too slow? We could make a tactical cruiser right now, but yeah, we would only have 4 ship types. What do we do then? If we don't want a third carrier, maybe we can get away with a third carrier. Let's see. My instincts are actually saying we probably just should do 2, but we have all these lines. Do we want to manually build a defender as well? You know, we only need 3 lines because these now we have 3 of these. We can make 2 fighters, defender. Let's do that because this third carrier is a little bit greedy, I think. So we should just continue to reduce that damage coming in. We have the orbital. If we can, yeah, just mitigate this damage, this build does run out of steam pretty quick. Okay, that's all right. We took our 2, no damage over here. Did I change that? I don't know. Another 6. Okay, that's 7 here and 7 here. Okay, interesting turn. Let's see. We're going to build 2 fighters from our carriers, taking us to 7. Commander goes up to 2. Let's build another commander, obviously. So we have 3 left. I don't think we'll use that 3 for another fighter because it doesn't. I mean, next turn. Yeah. Once we get to 9, those 3 lines could contribute to another commander. It's only giving us 1 damage now. It's kind of giving us 3 next turn, though. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 we're doing. Let's try to actually just do our commanders first. It's going to be 2 more turns, though. Look. We are going to build, probably, some more. So let's go to 8. We'll go to 12. Next turn, when this builds a fighter, our commanders will be doing 3. And hopefully we can add a 3rd commander for a lot of damage. Okay, Nina on this side. We did say we wanted to start our tacticals. There's a lot of damage coming in, and we're still reasonably healthy, so let's do 2 fighters from here and a defender from here. So 5. 2 fighters. We're going to make a tactical with 3 joining lines. Takes 2 defenders, 1 fighter. Comes down doing 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types of ship. So 6, 3. We have a couple of lines. We can't. I mean, we could build another tactical. We would lose our fighter and a ship type, but we'd be doing 8 instead of 6. We'd lose some healing though. Do we want to manually build 2 defenders? This is pretty fast, right? We are taking some damage. Let's do that again. You know, and these carriers can pump out fighters to make more tacticals next turn. So 6 damage, 5 healing. Taking 7 is a lot. And more next turn. But but hopefully we can counter with another tactical. Let's make sure we do this damage here. Yes, that's the first time we've done damage. We did 6, no healing over here. Okay, 19 to 16. No, sorry, 19 to 13. Let's roll. If it's a 4, that's very good over here. It's a 2, okay, all right. So we do get our 9 from this carrier. These go up. It's 15. Yep. We'll save those 2. We'll build another commander. Yep, slightly unfortunate. 3 over here is good because we need 3 for our joining lines. So we're going to do a fighter here. We'll make our tactical, assuming that we're not dying. 2 tacticals. We're trying to kill them before they kill us. These 2 carriers can make defenders. We've used those 3 lines, making that tactical cruiser. So this is 11 now. We have no lines. We've got these 2 carriers to decide. Taking 10. We want to make another tactical. The idea is that we outscale here. If we both die, so that one can make a fighter. Let's make 2 defenders. We'll keep our 5 healing. We're taking 10 though, down to 3. Yes, and here we're taking 11, down to 8. So probably last turn, this turn, let's see. A 1. Okay. Kind of bad for both players. Let's see what happens. Might be extremely close. So this can make a fighter or a defender. They're equivalent. This is definitely the last turn. Let's just make a fighter. We're now doing 16. And here we've got 2 lines. Very unfortunate because we can't make, an interceptor, which would be a ship type. It does 5 damage. It kind of does 7 damage for 4 lines if we had got to 4 lines here. So is there anything we can do? We can't make another tactical. Very unfortunate. We can make a bunch of fighters and a defender with our 2 lines. Again, it's kind of equivalent, 1 healing or 1 damage when you're at this point. Let's make 3 fighters. We'll try and do more damage than they do. We've got 5 healing, so at the moment, we've got less health. We made 3 fighters up to 4, and we'll use our 2 lines to make that last defender, and let's see how the math plays out. We're doing 14 here, so -6 on this side. Here we're doing 10, so -7 on this side. Wow, that last roll being a 1 kind of screwed the tactical player, I think, because if we had enough to, drop an interceptor, this goes up. Also, the interceptor can do 5. Obviously, if it was higher, this player could have dropped another commander. But, wow, 1 point in it. So this is a narrow victory when both players die. Judd won by 1 health. Interesting game. I think that with different dice rolls that can play out, the tactical player can win. But yeah, a lot of people ask me how to beat this build because it's pretty quick, and if you're doing a mid-range build, it will kill you. So maybe a faster aggro build is the answer. GG's. Thanks for watching.